The most glazed characters of all time, 3.
Batman with prep time is beating Jesus.
Huh?
What?
In a 1v1. Maybe give him an hour and a half.
Nah, he know he trolling with that. Batman with prep time is beating Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. I can't stand people with a podcast. That just made me hate them more.
So in our last installment of this series, we went through a plethora of characters like Mihawk, Gojo, Saitama, etc. However, I'd be lying if I didn't say that that video missed some pretty obvious candidates.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
Don't worry, we're gonna get to your fans shortly. I really felt obligated to don the mask once more and become a hater yet again. And plus, some of y'all did mention that you were waiting for this part anyways. So this video
I love these
one
videos,
of the
bro.
few times where I'll break my golden rule of spamming a certain type of video. Also, get ready, because a lot of the characters in this video are heavy hitters, because the first character we're talking about is Son Goku. Now, Goku was a very clear pick to put in this series due to the fact that he's like the most popular anime character of all time.
True.
He's one of the most popular characters in general. A pure-hearted Saiyan, protector of Earth, and contrary to popular belief, a good father. And a lot of people were wondering why I didn't put him in the last one. The main reason was because we had recently found out about Akira Toriyama's death about 2 weeks before I made the video, and it was still fresh in my mind. So I didn't want to come off as disrespecting Dragon Ball fans so soon after the passing of a man who played a massive role in mine and many other people's childhoods. However, it's important to know that we can't talk about the Goku Glazers without disrespecting the work of Akira Toriyama.
Facts.
With that being said, we can start off with the infamous meme, "Can he beat Goku though?" This meme was derived from Goku being one of the stronger characters in fiction, and boy do the Goku Glazers abuse it. Now, when you hear the meme sparingly, it's pretty funny, but at a certain point, it doesn't even feel like a joke anymore, and people are genuinely just implementing Goku into random conversations that didn't include him in the first place.
I think it's funny, but I can see why it's annoying. It is a little funny though, like chat. Can he beat Goku though? Because Goku is arguably one of the strongest fictional characters of all time. But can he beat Goku though? It's a valid question.
And people are genuinely just implementing Goku into random conversations that didn't include him in the first place. Goku Glazers have ran this joke into the ground so much that the strength of Goku is seemingly the only thing that people care about nowadays. It's really unfortunate too. Y'all really be making this man look like an extremely one-dimensional character when all you do is glaze his strength and transformations. And I know that Goku is strong, but there are stronger characters out there. If you only talk to a Goku meat writer, you think that Goku is the strongest character in fiction or something. Like, I'm sorry, but Goku isn't soloing all of Marvel or DC like some of his fans may say. Don't even get me started on Superman versus Goku. Some Goku fans will get so mad about the results of the versus battles between these two, but fail to realize that Superman was doing some crazy things throughout his runs. Superman will beat the brakes off.
He's dragging planets? What the? Alright, maybe he can beat Goku. I ain't never seen Goku do some shit like that. What the
these two, but failed to realize that Superman was doing some crazy things throughout his runs. Superman will beat the brakes off of Goku, and that's perfectly fine. Some of these Goku Glazers dead be losing sleep over this fact. It doesn't take away anything from his character, unless of course you boiled him down to a device to make random arguments with people online about him beating other fictional characters. Goku fans will also rant about everyone copying Goku and how X character copied Goku because their hair changes color when they transform. We know that Dragon Ball Z has influenced and has inspired many authors. However, calling something a straight up copy or ripoff is disingenuous to the actual creativity some of these creators have put in. Goku,
it's kind of crazy that you showed JJK right there. Like, I'm not trying to start a debate or nothing, but JJK takes a lot of inspiration from other animes and other medias of fiction. If you really ask me, JJK is the combination of Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Bleach. I think that's it. But like, I'll give his respect. It's doing its own thing, but it's definitely a combination of many shows put together. Still a fire anime. I know JJK dick writer's gonna be mad as I'm a JJK dick writer too. I love Gojo. Look, a JJK book bag back there. I'm one of y'all. But we gotta admit that show was literally like a bunch of other shows put together. It's still fire though.
However, calling something a straight up copy or ripoff is disingenuous to the actual creativity some of these creators have put in. Goku himself has been inspired by other characters like Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, or even Superman when you compare their origin stories. There's nothing wrong with inspiration. Some Goku fans just refuse to acknowledge that it exists. Then finally, the worst part about some of these Goku Glazers is that some of them have never even watched Dragon Ball Z at all and just start talking about things that never actually happened. There are times you can't even have good discussions about Dragon Ball Z at all.
The first Super Saiyan transformation of Goku happened because Frieza threatened to kill Gohan, not because he killed Krillin. I hate people on Twitter, bro. One thing I've realized recently is I hate people on Twitter. I don't even want to say to people on the internet. I just hate Twitter users, to be exact. Especially if they got that fucking blue check and they trying to make money with rage baits. Y'all be pissing me the fuck off, bro. Get off the damn internet, make some real money. I can't even be talking. I make money while watching videos, bro. But y'all know what I mean. Fuck them niggas.
and just start talking about things that never actually happened. There are times where you can't even have good discussions with these guys because a lot of their claims are just baseless. The only Dragon Ball Z they've consumed is Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which is really good, don't get me wrong, but it has caused irreparable brain damage to some of these Goku fans. For our next character, we got Luffy, who doesn't really have many aspects that I see people glaze personally. A lot of Luffy glazers will often yap about him being the best character in all of fiction, which is kind of a cliff jump to me, but I can't necessarily blame someone for having that opinion. If that's what you genuinely think, you honestly got it. He's a main character of one of the biggest series of all time. His personality and characterization has never been portrayed as annoying to me, and his development in response to trauma over the series has been great. A lot of the time though, the Luffy fans and the Naruto glazers will have wars over whose ideals are better while trying to dunk on the others. Actually, both try to put down other characters while being obnoxious about their own. I just ain't put the Naruto glazers in this video because they so happen to be less in number, and I guess we should address the 800-year-old elephant in the room, Gear 5. This transformation has to be the most hyped up thing in the anime community in the last 5 years or so. The way people were yapping about this being the best transformation.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Come on, this transformation is better than all Goku transformation. This is the most iconic transformation of all time. Bro, if y'all get off that. Yo, get off Luffy's. Y'all think that this transformation is better than every single Goku transformation? Y'all talking about this goofy ass white hair is better than every transformation ever? Bro, niggas on Twitter talking about some Gear 5 is more iconic than Super Saiyan 1 Goku. Yo, I will ban y'all in chat, bro. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Y'all look, bro. Y'all about to get the smoke, bro. This shit is not more iconic than fucking Super Saiyan 1 Goku. Hell no. Nigga, you know what's crazy? You can go up to random people and ask them what is Super Saiyan. They can explain it to you. You cannot go up to random people and be like, what is Gear 5 Luffy? They're gonna look at you like you fucking stupid. Not everybody in the world know what the hell a Luffy even is. But a lot of motherfuckers know what Super Saiyan 1 is. That's all I'm saying, bro.
They said that this transformation was gonna break the internet like UI Goku. It didn't. And that this transformation was better than Super Saiyan. It isn't. Matter of fact, if you know anyone who believes that Gear 5 is over Super Saiyan, disassociate with them rapidly or check them into a mental institute.
I'm finna ban them from my chat.
The abilities of the transformation itself get meat ridden even more because Luffy has Toon Force, which is a term that's been overused so much that it lost its meaning. There are clearly levels to Toon Force, from Looney Tunes nonsense to making sunglasses out of thin air. Like, Luffy's Toon Force is clearly weaker than what Bugs Bunny can do, and I don't want anyone to talk about this statement and say that Luffy equals Popeye in terms of Toon Force. You are lying. Luffy's Toon Force gets used so much that apparently this guy could be anyone just because of it. You can make a whole argument complete with all the sources and citations and write a 25-page paper, and a Luffy glazer will say that Toon Force solos. These guys ignore the fact that he still arguably could have lost to Kaido if Kaido hadn't been fighting so long before his encounter with Gear 5. But you know, my gripe isn't with just Luffy meat riders whatsoever. It's with a greater force than that. I have gripes with those who glaze Oda himself. Now, in the comments of the last video, I saw someone talk about Oda, the author of One Piece, being in the discussion for one of the most glazed characters of all time. Now, Oda isn't a character at all. He's in fact a real person, but I don't really care. I'm making an exception. It's my video. Firstly, I probably should address that I'm not a One Piece hater at all. Like, I think some of y'all believe that I genuinely hate One Piece when I enjoy it quite a bit. Someone finna be like, oh, this guy always talks about One Piece, he must be obsessed. And that's true. I like the series a lot. I should clarify more often what I do hate about One Piece though, and it's not even the series itself. It's the nonsense that a lot of One Piece fans say, and they say a lot of it. Like, for example, to some people, Oda is like a god to them and have nicknamed him Goda, which is crazy meat gobbling, but I can pass it off as a joke. But for some unbeknownst reason, some believe that Oda can actually do no wrong and he's some mastermind who's playing all of One Piece since the 90s. If you believe this, you're just blatantly ignorant. The original plan for One Piece was something like Luffy going to the Grand Line, fighting the 4 emperors, finding the One Piece, and calling it a story from there. There were no warlords, supernovas, none of that. Oda is just that good of a writer that he's had idea after idea after idea that he could help build upon in the plot. Like, do you seriously believe that Oda knew what Egghead was gonna look like in 2001? It's actually more impressive that he's able to create ideas on the fly like this. Apparently, he created the supernovas in a short amount of time to make the Sabaody arc more robust. There's nothing wrong with this. A lot of authors have done this in the past when they get suggested an idea, like Kishimoto with Sasuke. Another thing I think gets dragged a lot by Oda glazers is foreshadowing. Like, I could go more in depth into another video if y'all want, but Oda is an amazing writer, so he's been able to make the plot work without something like Haki not being fully fleshed out, or make callbacks to past arcs like Skypiea to make Gear 5 even more special. I love the man's work, but geez, y'all be going overboard with how much y'all believe Oda had everything planned.
The only thing I can say about that is I assumed that all manga writers for like a long time had already written a lot of the manga before they released it to like the masses. I never understood how they work, but apparently they like be writing over time. I honestly thought they had the whole thing done. They just like got it proofread or some shit. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. I didn't understand how it worked, bro. I did not understand how it worked. I thought they wrote a story down like on a fucking piece of paper, and it just, you know, it was a long piece, like long story. And then one day they got it proofread by a publisher and they would just release it over time. I swear I thought that, bro. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Say what? Bitch, I didn't know, okay? All right, I didn't know. I just said I didn't know. I was ignorant. I didn't learn that they wrote it over time until Chainsaw Man and JJK. That nigga Gay be writing some bullshit.
To Ulquiorra, who has to be a top 3 most glazed character in all of Bleach.
Dude from
I
Bleach?
don't know when it happened, but some of y'all be talking about this Ulquiorra guy like he's really one of the top tiers in the verse. Y'all be putting him in Espada gauntlets, and people will legitimately say that he runs through them all. And we all know what Ulquiorra glazers cling on to too, his segunda etapa. This form has caused so many people to say that Ulquiorra is secretly the strongest Espada, which he isn't. The common argument is that Ulquiorra says that Aizen doesn't know about his second stage, and so his number 4 ranking isn't accurate, and therefore he's the strongest, and he fought Ichigo and yada 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 yada. Just because Ulquiorra thinks that Aizen doesn't know about his resurrection doesn't mean that Aizen actually doesn't know. This man Aizen created the Arrancar and the Espada with the Hogyoku, and not only that, he planned all of Ichigo's fights in the previous arcs to make sure Ichigo got stronger. One of these fights was against Ulquiorra. So you Ulquiorra fans are telling me that Aizen planned all of this and just never knew that Ulquiorra had a second stage. Does it make sense for a mastermind to plan something for someone and not know the full extent of all the pieces in the plan? Imagine you're helping a friend with a game you created, and there's a final boss you want him to be able to beat. Prior to this boss, there are a series of other enemies they should learn how to beat to make sure they are prepared for the final boss. And then there's one boss in the game that just happened to have a second stage that you didn't know about, even though you created the game. It just doesn't make sense. Your number is correlated with your strength. Therefore, Stark, Haribel, Baragon, and Yami are all stronger than Ulquiorra because their numbers are higher than his. Haribel might be suspect though, but for the sake of the agenda, we're putting her above him too. I know he looks cool and he had a cool dynamic with Ichigo with the idea of trying to make Ichigo give up, but he can still be all those things while also not being the number 1 Espada, which he isn't. Next up, we have the King of Curses, Sukuna.
That might make me want to watch Bleach. I've watched like the first 3 seasons. I've never seen that person before. Ulquiorra, whatever that thing was, I ain't never seen him. So that might inspire me to watch this, bro. Because everybody's saying Bleach is like the best out of the big 3. I'm gonna have to see for myself. Chat, is Bleach the best out of the big 3? What do y'all think?
Sukuna and Maharaga versus Goku. Class, what do you think is gonna happen if Goku fights Maharaga and Sukuna? Dun dun dun.
He's gonna fuck them up. He's literally gonna fuck them up.
Dun 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 dun. Time's up. Goku slams this guy. At least with Gojo Glazers, they have a win con in Infinity and Hollow Purple, so they can actually be annoying with his cross-verse battles. Sukuna has strong fire and strong cuts. He's not hurting Goku, and that's assuming he doesn't get speed blitz before he even tries to attack. I don't know. It's just crazy to me that we don't be seeing people say as much stuff about Sukuna fans when compared to Gojo fans. You Sukuna Glazers are lucky that this guy's fan base takes the brunt of the hate, because some of you guys are up there with the worst of them. This segment is going to be kept a bit shorter than usual, mostly because I don't really see too much Minato glaze, and that's not me saying it doesn't exist. I just haven't come across it. Like something I commonly see Minato fans talking about is how he had no overpowered Kekkei Genkai, or that he wasn't a reincarnation of an Otsutsuki, so he was pure talent and dedication, making all the things he did that much more impressive. And can I really blame them? Those are true statements. In Naruto, we typically see a lot of other characters with some crazy advantage because of their clan or something, but Minato was able to become Hokage and become the strongest one at that, besides Naruto and Hashirama and Kakashi. Just ignore those guys. Genuinely asking, are people saying he's a top tier or something? Maybe it's the flying Raijin or the run-on-site order that got people in the chokehold. His reign as Hokage wasn't anything revolutionary because it was so short. To be honest, I don't really see what people are talking about. Oh my.
I think it's safe to say Minato is fast enough to beat the Flash. He just literally teleports. Yo, we all be making these horrible takes on Twitter. Do y'all think about what's gonna happen to you in a few years? Like if I run into you one day and I be like, yo, I made this horrible tweet and you show me the tweet and I just slap the fuck out of you for saying this dumbass shit, bro. You talking about a nigga with Godspeed? Minato is not beaten and is not fast enough to even comprehend what the Flash has going on. The fuck is you talking about, bro? I hate this, bro. I literally hate this. This is the reason why I stay off the internet. And this is what? Twitter. I told you I fucking hate niggas on Twitter, bro. This is more reason why niggas on Twitter should get their phone taken away.
This is an interesting one. The Flash? Oh, okay, I think I understand now. There are some of y'all who be giving this man crazy glaze. He is not beating the Flash. I don't care if he dodged the Raikage or anything. That teleportation is not fast enough. The yellow Flash is nothing to the actual Flash. How did you delude yourself into believing this? Minato fans, you dead gotta defend yourself. Does this guy speak for you guys? Dang, this
4
is
million
so crazy.
views?
Bro, who's the last character on the list?
Bruh. What is this? Batman?
And last but certainly not least, we have Batman. Batman is one of the 3 most iconic superheroes of all time, and easily, in my opinion, the most glazed character, not in anime, cartoons, comics, but in fiction. I like Batman, but I don't really have many positive things to say about the Glazers. These guys are easily the most delusional fan base I've ever seen. These guys will yap about Batman and his prep time and how he'll be able to beat anyone with it. If you watch WWE and you know who Paul Heyman is, it's like that type of glazing.
Dangerous, a beast slayer, a conqueror, the goat of all goats.
He do be glazing.
At the end of the match, the ultimate needle mover, the head of the table.
These fans are the same people that really try to convince people that Batman will beat Kratos without prep time. Like, what are we doing here? Sure, this man is stronger than the average human, but he gets bodied by Kratos. You see Kratos pummeling Baldur right here? Yeah, each one of those hits are murking Batman on the spot. Batman fans will clamor about
also able to beat gods. Kratos has beaten gods, literal gods. Last time I checked, I thought Batman was a human.
Batman fans will clamor about Gotham being so difficult to deal with threats like Bane, Clayface, and the Joker, the Penguin. No one except Batman, the strongest and smartest character ever, is able to beat these guys. In reality, if any hero willing to murk or cripple these guys were in Gotham, Gotham will be chilling in like a month. Like, I think symbiote Spider-Man could do some real damage in Gotham, to be honest. Honestly, Batman could probably do better in Gotham himself if he just started to use his resources better. Like, I know it's against his rules, but just start shooting people. I'm pretty sure some lead in the Riddler's chest is putting him out of commission for a little bit. We all saw how Iron Man was handling enemies in his first movie. Can Batman not do similar things? He's coming up with all these gadgets and gizmos when there's probably a more straightforward solution. It doesn't help that Batman be getting got from his writers too when he's able to fight and beat Superman, or shoot, when he just straight up boxes up Darkseid. It's things like these that fuel the fire of Batman glaze. A regular human shouldn't be able to do this. Like, you cannot tell me that there isn't some sort of plot involved in this. Why is Batman so strong to these guys? Am I missing something? Is there some sort of power up that he got in the new issue that made him so strong? Why can't he beat everyone? If your answer is because of money and technology, then why is Gotham such a problem for him? Another thing a lot of Batman glazers do is that they will treat a lot of the ideals of Batman and take them to heart as if he's a sane individual. Batman has done a lot of messed up things throughout his various comics, and fans just go with it. Batman is insane. He just hides it well. There's of course the sheer absurdity of the billionaire dressing up as a bat to fight criminals because his family got murked and he still hasn't gotten over the trauma, which he probably should get more therapy for. He also quite literally does the same thing over and over again and expects a different result when handling some of his villains. Y'all should have known this was getting brought up, but what is the fans' defense behind the handling of the Joker? Are we saying that it's because of plot? My bad. We actually can't say that though, because if we assume Joker has plot armor, then we have to assume a lot of the times Batman should have got murked is also plot armor. And we all know Batman has none of that. Personally, I've just accepted that these two are crazy people, along with the tippity top of the Batman glazers. Some of the Batman glazers have ruined his character, and honestly, that's rough to see for one of the most popular characters of all time. Okay, so what's that, like 6-7 characters I talked about today? So now I think I got all the main offenders for real.
Well, if you enjoyed that, hit the like button, subscribe, turn that bell, link in description for his original channel. I'll see you guys next one. Peace. Thanks for watching.